Hello, this is Scott Baceno at the Huawei stand at Mobile World Congress 2018, and I'm talking to Khairil Abdullah from Axiata.
Hello.
Hi there. Now, Khairil, as I think your jumper implies, you're here to talk about Appigate, so why don't you introduce that to us?
Thank you very much. So Appigate is the API gateway business that Axiata Group has now built and trying to promote. Essentially what it is a gateway that allows us to connect to content developers, content providers with the assets that a telco would typically have. Those assets are packaged into APIs that allows these developers to very easily plug onto those assets, right? And some examples of that would include carrier billing, location-based services, authentication, SMS or premium notification. And it's a service that we sell to the content developers, to the content providers, such that they can then actually build on their businesses by leveraging those APIs.
Understood. So you've touched on it on the business case from Axiata's point of view to some degree, but could you expand on that? What was the thinking behind creating it, and what are the benefits?
I think there is a realization that we as a telco can no longer survive by just selling voice, data, and SMS. But the other thing that we've also realized is, as a telco, over the years we've amassed a lot of assets, including the access to our customers, including knowing where they are, including having a billing relationship with them on a very frequent basis. And what we're trying to do is to unlock those assets to create new sources of revenue for the business. And we've done this by packaging those things into APIs, as I said before. Now, these are new sources of revenue for the group. They're not in the same nature or not in the same financial sort of stream as the traditional business, but it is one that we're seeing grow a lot because of the digital explosion that we're all experiencing.
And what about your sort of partner ecosystem for this? Could you tell us a bit more about that?
Sure. The partner ecosystem works on kind of three separate dimensions. On the one hand, it is the northbound partners that we have. So these would be the content providers, the developers. On the other hand, you then have the southbound partners. Southbound partners are typically telco operators. So we, within the Axiata Group, we have 6 major telco operators sitting below us. And then we also have kind of the east and the west side partners, the horizontal partners. And these will be partners that we will use to actually help us sell in the gateway into other operators as well, right? So some examples of our northbound partners would include large aggregators like the Googles, the Apples, the Ubers of the world, or maybe even small developers that you might find within countries to countries. Obviously, the southbound operations, those are the telcos that we have. We are actually now in the process of kind of building partnerships, i.e. hub-to-hub connections between our API gateway to other API gateways, such that we can actually access the telco operators of the other groups as well. And then the third group, of course, is the likes of maybe SIs, maybe other types of organizations that will sell into a telco. One great example, of course, is Huawei, right? Huawei, in the efforts to push in their BSS, we're looking to see if we can partner with them, such that our API gateway stack becomes part of the BSS solution that they can offer to other telco operators around the world, such that then it allows us to sort of expand the footprint. And this makes the whole ecosystem a lot more valuable, because one developer, say somewhere in the Middle East, can now access pretty much telcos around the world with a single point of connection into the hub, right? So that's essentially how we look at the partnership ecosystem.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.